Tonight on SmackDown Live AfterBuzz, the fallout from TLC, 2 title matches, and a cocky James Ellsworth? Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
It is a blissful Tuesday night.
Ooh,
yeah, you like that? Yeah. There you go. You're watching us and listening to us live on AfterBuzzTV.com, the AfterBuzz TV YouTube page, iTunes, SoundCloud. Like and subscribe and telling your friends about the wonderful world of AfterBuzz, because we got to break down some SmackDown Live. Welcome, everybody. I'm Christian Rosenberg, the Twitter, @Rosenberg, the Instagram, @TheRosenberg, the T-shirts, ProWrestlingTees.com/Christian Rosenberg. Whole gang's here with me this week. Lovely lady to my left. You can check her out on Fight TV with West Coast Wrestling Connection at Chris Reports. It is Christy Olson.
Hello, Christian and everybody else. Nice to see y'all tonight.
Great to see you as well.
Thank
Over on the other side, repping Axelmania.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
At Curtain Jerks, it's Scott Narver.
Hey guys, good to see you.
Are you mocking me,
I
Scott?
learned from the best.
Okay, I'll take it.
I dare not mock. I remember last week, like, watch it, Narver.
That's right.
It's in my head.
You
You don't want to
remember
get
that.
those threatening comments.
I don't. Just from the chat room.
You don't want that death stare.
No.
And also at Tom the Com, Mr. Tom Connolly's here.
I am here. I'm not repping. Oh, I'm repping where I work on my shirt. That's
All
about
right,
it.
there.
Oh.
Now you now know.
Hey, shoot job.
You now know Tom Connolly's day job, everybody. Go and stalk him.
I just wear a t-shirt. That's my job.
And of course, our buddy at Jimbo in the Booth. Jimbo in the Booth.
What up?
What up,
Hey.
sir?
Hooray.
So the fallout from yeah, we'll just keep it going.
Yeah, dude.
The fallout from TLC. Overall, I thought it was a very solid show, especially being that they didn't have a whole lot of time to promote it because Survivor Series, we're still kind of recovering from Lesnar losing in under 90 seconds. But I thought they did a good job, and then I thought it led very well into tonight. Didn't really have anything that was going to lead to future, whether it's Royal Rumble matches or anything, but it was a good SmackDown to continue some stories.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. TLC was a lot of fun. TLC was a great show, I thought.
Yeah.
And tonight was fun as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we start with the face that runs the place. WWE World Champion AJ Styles, he is in a walking boot. And Christy gasped.
Was it fashionable?
It kind of
wasn't
matches
bad.
gear.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it blended.
I didn't even say anything, and they just did it for me.
Are you going to get mad at us for stomping on your
No, that's one Christian Claus segment I don't have to do.
Are we going to talk about the hole in his tights from TLC?
Oh, yeah!
Please, can we please?
Well, he was going to
The
bring up these...
phenomenal one.
Well, he was...
We just referred to it as the bloody hole in his butt on the TLC after show here.
The
at
bloody
AfterBuzz TV.
hole?
Yeah, it was bleeding.
It was bleeding.
Was it?
Yes.
I didn't see the blood.
Oh yeah.
Well, he
You gotta look closer, Christian.
You're watching it in the standard definition?
Yeah, right.
Apparently, I need 3D
HD,
glasses
baby.
for that one. But yeah, he talked about let's talk about the elephant in the room, and then he brings up the ripped tights, and calls everyone gullible geeks for thinking they were talking about his walking boot.
Yay, alliteration.
My thoughts exactly. We were supposed to have James Ellsworth get his title shot tonight, but he is not medically cleared to compete, so that match will not happen. Out comes Ellsworth. We talked about this last week, how it looked like he was starting to get overconfident and cocky. And then based on what happened on TLC and the talking smack after TLC, Ellsworth comes out, he's like, you're using that as a crutch, as an excuse, because I'm going to beat you for a 4th time and be the WWE World Champion. And AJ's just looking at him like, dude, really? Like you're serious right now? I hurt your back. I hurt your neck. However, I knew when to stop beating you up. Dean doesn't. Because he's pissed at you now. And right on cue, out comes the Lunatic Fringe, and he just walked in, dirty deeds to Ellsworth, and walked right out. And I friggin' loved it.
Yeah, this is precisely what should have happened.
I think he should have beat him up a
No?
little more.
Oh.
But I guess we'll get to that. 'cause I
Tom
think they'll
wanted
have that
less
match.
calm.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted him to beat him up a lot more because I just think he deserved it. Like, he cost him the match. I mean, I think that we'll eventually get a match between Ellsworth and Ambrose, but I think Ellsworth deserves getting beat up. He screwed over Dean. He deserves to get a butt kicking. So
A butt kicking.
So Dirty Deeds wasn't enough.
No,
Had he done
definitely
it
not.
twice, would that have been enough?
no, I think he needed to. I mean,
You're
we've seen
ruthless, Tom Connolly.
Had he
seen
done it
AJ.
thrice, would it have been enough?
Maybe, but we've seen AJ hit him with the chair, throw him over the tables, do the Styles Clash off the steps. Like, I think he deserved, maybe Dirty Deeds on the steps. I kind of would have been okay with that. So
Putting the butthole trunks over his head and then giving him a Dirty
exactly, yes.
Deeds? Something like that?
So we'll see how this goes, and obviously more development with this later on in the show. But our first match of the night is a rematch from TLC for the Tag Team Championship. The new champs, Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt. You heard me right. I said champ and Bray Wyatt in the same sentence.
Yes.
It has happened in tag team form, but it has happened.
Why is that any less?
It doesn't seem right for Bray to be a tag team champion.
He has a family. He's all about people coming together. If he
Wait,
was
does
a,
he got kids too?
Probably. He's got a sister somewhere.
Yeah, he's got 4 kids actually.
Is that right?
Yeah, dude.
All right.
Lots of kids for somebody who's under the age of 30.
Hey,
Good for
I mean,
him.
4 kids is a lot for anybody. 1 kid is a lot for
I'm
anybody.
the second of
entirely
4.
off
I'm the
topic
second
now.
of 4. I got 3 siblings.
Oh, dang.
How many kids you got?
I'm the only
I got 97 kids.
And he takes darn good care of every single one.
Well, those are the ones that I
Learn
know.
from
of.
me. Yes.
How do you dress those kids?
Well, with 97 of them, I just say, find something to put on because I can't afford it.
A bunch of rose shirts.
Yeah, lots and lots of rose shirts. That's all they're allowed to wear.
The embroidery bill at the Rosenberg household.
Now
is
we know how
high.
your shirts get made.
Not only that, they're the only ones I sell them to.
Yeah.
Hey. So
Medical bills have been explained.
So Bray and Randy defending the titles against Heath Slater and Rhino. I was shocked at how short this match was on Sunday, and it felt just as short tonight. Even
Yeah.
it did have a commercial break in it, but it was like the time match. You're like, we know there's no way Heath Slater and Rhino are beating Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. Bray sets up Sister Abigail, reaches out to tag Randy, and then instead throws Heath into an RKO. Randy gets the pin, and the Wyatts pose and celebrate. And no real dissension tonight, it seemed like, between Harper and Randy. I didn't see anything like that at all tonight.
No, it was totally removed on Sunday. And what was my favorite moment of the entire show? So, they've had those moments where Luke is looking ominously at Randy and not trusting him. But when Randy puts that tag team title over his shoulder and then Bray follows suit, it was all washed away and they all stood together. I loved it. And I loved that that was the moment where it's like, oh, this is a real thing. They are the new Wyatt family and this is amazing.
Yeah, and then the question lies, who the hell is going to stop them? What tag team could possibly beat them?
Mosh or the
Mosh and
Headbangers.
Thrasher, yes.
The
Those are the
Ascension?
Moshers.
Yeah.
We haven't.
Bros?
Yes. We haven't seen the Spirit Squad since Kenny got fired from his real job. Does anyone remember a little tag team that were quite good called the Usos? Yeah.
True.
Nowhere to be seen on TLC or this evening on SmackDown, but the Usos still exist.
Never heard of them.
They had a great recent heel turn. You should check it out.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. How's their music?
You're worried about their music?
Some
Better
people
now.
really like it.
You're worried about their outfits.
Why do you say it like that?
What?
Why'd you say
I
it like
think you
that?
know why he says it like that.
Sing-songy. Tyler Breeze and Fandango. They're out there.
Yeah.
That would be an amazing feud going into Mania.
You, me feud with them?
Sure, that as well.
Because they stole my gimmick?
Yeah, but then, that culmination of the Wyatt family versus Breezango.
Absolutely. It writes itself.
Yeah, they're giving them tickets for how they dress.
They will have a segment with them
They
at
already
some
did.
point doing it.
Absolutely.
With Breezango, with the Wyatts?
No. I meant them giving out tickets.
No,
I was
with them giving tickets to the Wyatts.
Oh, the
And
Wyatts are super uggos.
And then they will murder
Please.
them.
And the chat roll's going crazy, yelling American Alpha over and over again.
American
As the tag team.
What's their
Yeah.
beef with American Alpha?
No, that they would be the team to take out the Wyatt
I
family.
mean,
Oh.
we saw them last week face Bray and Orton.
We see them every week get the win and get the highlight and get the match and get the everything.
But it's not. I mean, it's going
They
somewhere.
get it
But yeah.
all the time.
Too much given?
No, because it's well deserved. Okay, it's deserved.
That
it's
was
deserved.
Christian's closet's door
It
opening
kind of was.
right there.
I know. It's well deserved, but it almost is coming off the American Alpha stuff. Is almost coming off as like a Roman Reigns being shoved down your throat thing to me.
I was gonna say that to you.
At this point,
is it gonna,
yeah.
Is it gonna turn into
Almost too much.
Is it gonna turn into that later? I don't know. I don't think they've been given that much so far, but I don't know.
But we're
It's kinda
getting
hard.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We go to quick little backstage interview with Kalisto, and Dasha's asking him, "Why are you asking for a rematch? Like, you just got destroyed in that chairs match on Sunday," which I might add, I mentioned last week on the show, I thought was going to be excellent, and it was. I loved that match on Sunday.
It was fun.
And Kalisto talks about how speed kills, and that was about that.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah.
And he's gonna go do lucha stuff.
Be wary of promos.
And lucha stuff.
Yeah. Actions speak louder than words sometimes.
Women's action, kinda. Carmella versus Natalya,
Kinda.
kinda. Carmella starts in the ring on the microphone and mentions Natalya pulled a Tanya Harding on Nikki. So anyone in that arena that's under the age of 30 has no idea what you just referenced.
Welcome to WWE.
Hey! Tanya Harding was a figure skater who hired someone to attack her rival Nancy Kerrigan
It was her
before the
husband.
winter. Was it her husband?
Yeah.
All right. Well, her
That's
husband
love. That's like Miz
Attack-
and Maurice right there.
attacked
Yeah,
Nancy
huh?
Kerrigan and tried to injure her to take her out of the Olympics, but Nancy Kerrigan
No,
still
she-
competed and got the silver.
Oh, did she? Okay. I was like, I thought she was taken out.
And Tanya was like 6 or something like that.
Yeah, it was a full-on wrestling angle.
Yeah,
It
completely.
so was.
Yeah.
It even became a wrestling angle in WCW with Hulk Hogan and Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
That's right.
It was awesome. Scott, do you not remember that? You're looking like you're
Yeah, I'm trying to remember too.
I'm trying to go through my Rolodex of like, wait, what?
When Beefcake had like the black ski mask on and hit Hogan from behind
Oh,
with the
I
tire
remember
iron
that.
in the knee.
Was he Zodiac then?
No, it was after that.
Well, what was it? What was one of his 12 names at the time?
I think he was just like Beefcake. or
Oh,
something.
okay.
Brother Brudai.
The brutal.
I gotta catch up on my network.
So the match starts, and Natalya just chases Carmella, and they run all the way to the back. And we wait a minute, and then we see Natalya walking in the back, panting, out of breath, looking for Carmella. Carmella's nowhere to be seen. Natalya makes a turn, and there's Nikki, and she looks pissed. And Natalya's trying to catch her breath. Be like, you know it's a lie. I wouldn't have done that. La, la, la.
Absolutely.
And Nikki storms off. Won't say a word to her friend.
Is she your friend?
That's the question.
Absolutely, she is her friend. I maintain that it was Eva Marie who attacked Nikki at Survivor Series, and this is going to turn into a whole thing. Natty is innocent.
I thought it was a weak ending.
I still think they could do Becky as the person. I'm gonna hold on to that. And if it happens,
it wouldn't be a
you'll
terrible
never hear
angle. It wouldn't be a terrible angle.
And if it happens, you'll never hear the end of it from me. Because I'm gonna feel
All
like
right.
the smartest guy ever.
You're going to play the clip over and over again of you saying that on this show?
Yes, I am. I've already dated and timed it.
I thought it was a weak ending though. Like Carmella's just nowhere to be found.
No, she just disappeared. So
Yeah.
she just ran, completely and got away.
Like I would have rather for attack Natalya as Nikki was standing there, and Nikki just walk away and be like, oh well, I'm not helping you. You attacked me, so why should I help you?
Or it could have been a thing where like she was still chasing her, and then came Nikki, and then Nikki just clocked Carmella because she was kind of standing there, and then Carmella's knocked out because Nikki sucker punched her, and then they had the stare down. So at least, hey, Carmella's still involved somehow.
Yeah.
But she just vanished.
Yeah, they had to do a promotional angle with like an 11-year-old later with Nikki.
Yeah, we'll
so they
get to
couldn't
that.
make her seem too crazy.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Do we have to?
Yeah.
Just briefly.
Yeah.
Baron Corbin backstage also compared Kalisto to a bug. And that was that. Ascension versus the Hype Bros.
Attitude Era is back. Edgy
Monday
TV.
Night Wars!
Can he say that? Can he call him a bug? Whoa.
And it was
much.
pretty racy stuff.
It was bleeped out on my TV. So
Oh, yeah?
I don't know what he called that.
Ascension versus the Hype Bros. Connor's face paint, though.
I liked it.
It was
Hashtag Connor's face paint, though.
no. I'm saying that because of like.
Oh.
Yeah,
But I'm saying that
those characters.
I'm saying that because it looked cool. It like
You loved it?
I don't know if I loved it.
Did you love
You
it?
loved it.
I liked it. It was different, but I liked the fadedness of it. I knew that was coming. But that's really all I have on that.
I think they both should have that though. Right?
Well, yeah, because Victor is still the other way that they were doing.
he's
but
like-
he has
he's
the
like
faded
Uso
look.
Okay.
light.
It was okay. One of them was hardcore dead looking, and one of them was hardcore sparkly. It worked.
No, I don't know.
It worked.
They should
As long as you're hardcore, you can be hardcore
no,
sparkly.
both hardcore dead looking looks better than hardcore sparkly.
And I really liked the Ascension's promo they did. I don't remember the last time I gave 2 compliments to the Ascension on one show. Or 2 compliments in the last year. But the Ascension talk about that they're the dinosaur and we are the comet and out of the darkness we will rise. It was very like mellow. It wasn't like quiet like the Wyatts, but it wasn't their old school just yelling that we're better than Demolition or any of that stuff. It was this nice in between area. And I'm just like, as soon as that promo happened, I'm like, they're gonna let Ascension win this match.
I thought so too.
No. No, Hype Bros won again. Over these, the only people they can beat is the Ascension.
Listen, at least there was no hammer time tonight that we had to sit and watch for like 60 minutes.
60 minutes.
Yeah,
Wasn't that
felt
how long
awful.
hammer? Yeah, right. That was a 60-minute hammer time on TLC.
That was the most forced thing I've ever seen in
Thank
all
you.
of wrestling.
Wait, was it in the 10-man tag match?
And not just the most forced thing in Zubaz, the most forced thing ever.
Yeah, like, this is the thing I do, and you're gonna love it. Like, John Cena's You Can't See Me is like nothing, because I'm gonna do this for a very long time, and my opponent's so damaged from my move.
Was it? Wait, was it? I didn't. I saw some of the 10-man tag match. So was it in that match?
Yeah.
Oh no, I gotta go watch it. Great.
I was gonna say that must have been a long beverage break, whatever you were doing, because
Enjoy that beverage
this
break.
wasn't a Goldberg Lesnar blink and miss it situation.
Okay.
Hammer
Yeah.
time lasted longer than Goldberg Lesnar.
Wow. All right. I
Yeah,
have to
it
go back
did.
and watch.
So Hype Bros get the win, and they started teasing, hey, they're trying to move up the ladder for a future tag team title shot. They have less chance of beating Bray and Orton than Slater and Rhino do.
You never know.
No, I
It's
know this
WWE.
one. I know this
Anything
one.
can happen
I know
in
this
WWE.
one. It's a scientific fact. It will not happen.
Something's gonna happen in WWE.
But speaking of tag teams, apparently Tom, the Calm.
Oh.
Scott doesn't know this. Tom the Calm apparently has been annoyed lately
Very annoyed.
over a team. Now I'm a little annoyed at this. It's over a team that's not even on SmackDown,
I knew
but
you
he
would
wants
be.
to talk
You
about
should be
it.
annoyed. SmackDown's a good show.
And
There's always talk of trades. There's always
That's
talk
true.
of trades
That's
happening,
true.
and the Rumble's coming up where they're gonna SmackDown and Raw will collide.
that is a fair point. But so Tom, he just has this rage that's built up inside. And the calmness eventually has to let that anger out. So we need a name for this segment. For now, we're just going to call it Raging Tom. Because that's all I can
That
think
works.
of. And I think we're just going to let Tom stand on a soapbox and and just go.
Okay.
So
Are we ready for this?
Hit the music.
Let's do it.
I almost think "Calm Like a Bomb" could be the name of the segment too.
Oh,
That's the name of the song.
he's got his own name for
song.
the segment, people.
But we'll see how it happens. We'll let it play out.
Okay.
Okay. This is what I have beef with.
Keep the music
on
going
Monday
with
Night
it.
Raw. And Scott, I tweeted you. I am 100% with you on this Enzo Amore crap. This guy, first off, him and Lana and Rusev and Cass, this whole angle makes no sense. First off, you got this guy naked on Raw, walking around, and nobody says a thing. Nobody says a thing to him except for Titus O'Neil, who wants to call HR. I don't understand it. You're supposed to be a PG show. Now you have this guy walking around naked. Okay, sure. I'll get past that. Then he's hitting on Lana. Last night on Monday Night Raw, you have him. Lana just happens to take off a ring. And he just thinks that's free range for me to hit on this girl now. I don't understand. To me, it's lazy writing on their part. Because, yeah, like...
Rings off! Whoa! How you doing?
Exactly.
Man?
Like, see? Hey, don't you Enzo her, right?
How you doing?
You should see under this table, everybody.
I got a couple of haters over there.
Yeah, I'm a big hater on you, Enzo.
There's quite a few pixels.
But I don't know. To me, it's like... I was so glad to see him get his ass beat last night by Rusev. Like, come on. Like, what? It's also lazy writing. Like, you're gonna... And in the end of it, Enzo's gonna be the good guy in this situation? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, WWE? This guy hits on a married woman, goes to her hotel room to have sex with her, and I'm supposed to be, like, sad that he didn't get to? No, that's not how it happens. Rant over. Oh, I got one word. I got one word to describe that segment. And I'm gonna spell it out for you. STUPID. Stupid.
I love it.
Damn!
I love it. I love
First
it.
off,
This is a shocked face.
First off, the chat roll is going crazy.
Good.
The live chat roll loved it.
It would have been better if you would have spelt stupid wrong.
I was going to, but then I was like, I don't want to be stupid about it.
STOOPID.
Tom believes people can be taught, so
Yeah.
it's, it's hard.
Yeah. You can teach people to
Yeah.
write better stories. Yeah.
But apparently, the chat roll is also freaking out over the fact that Chrissy took her ring off, so now they think she's single.
That's all it takes, apparently.
That's all it takes.
Don't tell my hubby. He's probably watching, actually. Sorry, babe. I
All
guess.
right, but wait, but I want to get your guys'
Chat roll-
opinion on
chat
like
roll
that
says
whole
goes.
thing. I know it's raw, but let's just like,
Well, as far as Enzo?
yeah, as far as the whole
It's
the
ridiculous.
whole segment.
Well,
Like,
I don't understand why Rusev is feuding with a tag team.
That's
but
my
it's him
confusion
to fight
as
Big
well.
Cass. That's the only thing I can get out of this.
But that makes it. Why would you have him fight one guy in a tag team?
I don't know.
That's
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, as stupid as all the naked stuff is, that's the part I really don't get. It's like, why is this guy who should be one of your top main eventers feuding with one half of a tag team?
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Remember when Lana was a wrestler for a hot second at WrestleMania?
Nope.
One match.
Nope.
Because this
I remember,
felt like
yeah.
an idea that was scrapped then for Dolph to do. And now they're just
Yeah.
going like, hey, what if we did all that stuff we had planned for Dolph? We'll give it to Enzo. He'll crush it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I don't understand their whole logic of like, let's take this married couple and then let's put them in situations with other people. I understand it's their job and they're supposed to kind of be like actors, but it's like a weird thing to be like, hey, we're really married, and we're friends. You know, I'm sure they're friendly enough backstage, but it's like, hey, you go make out with that guy over there. Okay, sure, I'll watch my wife make out with that guy over there. I don't know. It's a weird thing, but
The music stopped.
I don't care.
We only have so much time on this show, Tom.
All right.
I know you have so much rage
I
built
just
in.
wanted I wanted your guys' opinion. I know Scott probably loved watching Enzo get beat up last
Oh,
night.
not that was not enough like Ellsworth was for you. Not enough. Yeah, it's a mess and a debacle. Enzo's garbage.
Yeah. Agree. And when he went through that table,
Jesus, stop.
That was wrong.
You unleashed the beast.
I really did. I knew the rage would come out.
Back to the best show.
We are
SmackDown.
here to bury
Yeah.
Raw,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah, come on.
The show was better. TLC was better than Roadblock will ever be.
Amen.
Roadblock end of the subtitles for pointless pay-per-view.
Miz TV. Miz is angry that there were no "You Deserve It" chants, which I loved.
But they're coming.
Just you wait.
Yeah.
His guest is Dean Ambrose, and Miz is telling him, like, you've got to just be so angry with what happened. And Dean's like, nah, I'm not angry. You've never seen me angry. Just wait till I'm angry.
Yeah, we're waiting, Dean. We are waiting. You are fighting for the World Heavyweight title.
And you get screwed by who you thought was your little buddy.
And when you went through the tables, you looked a little sleepy.
Well, he probably was on his way to getting knocked unconscious for falling off a ladder through 2 tables.
He's just kind of watching what was going on. Kind of.
You want him to be more present for being thrown through.
Maybe he was
knocked out.
Maybe he was confused
Okay.
like Otunga was about Ellsworth.
Oh,
Did I say that out loud? Anyway,
I heard it.
Miz says that like, how could you really be surprised that the guy you treated like a puppet finally struck back? And Miz says, but don't worry, I know you lost on Sunday, but you're winning today. Because Dean Ambrose, can we get a drum roll? We able to get a drum roll,
Sure,
Jimbo?
yeah. He's busting
There it
the
is.
Drum.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dean Ambrose, the Lunatic Fringe, officially was the first winner of the Miz Participation Award. And it was utterly brilliant. And then the You Deserve It chants break out.
The blue ribbon on the certificate that is framed that says "You tried" was the best part about it. It was a nice detail.
This is the Miz's list. He's going to start giving these out.
Absolutely.
And the crowd is going to go nuts for them.
And then they'll be available on WWE Shop for $10.99.
Oh, no, they're going to be at least $25.
If it was
We can only
$10.99,
hope.
I'd buy one. But $25, I don't know.
That will be Tom's
Please,
rage
you're
segment
worth
next week.
$25 participation fee, Tom. You just put all that rage in. Come on, you deserve it.
So out comes Daniel Bryan, and he announces tonight's main event will be Ambrose versus Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. Then we have Kalisto versus Baron Corbin, their match. Kind of what we thought it would be, end of days. Kalisto,
What do you think of his new gear?
Yeah, right.
Generic wolf shirt.
it was a generic wolf shirt.
He got a new entrance,
on.
too.
The entrance I liked.
Oh.
How
I like
many
the
wolves were on that shirt?
One.
Yeah, I'd say a lone wolf. Pretty direct. It's that incognito wrestling shirt you can wear around and nobody really knows what you're wearing.
Even though there's
Yeah,
no
good, yeah.
name on it, no WWE logo.
That's
Good.
good. Those
So
are
you're
good.
saying it worked for you?
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
good shirt right there.
Okay.
That's
And
like
then-
old school Randy Orton shirts, like 2007, 2008.
Has
All those
anybody
shirts are nice
noticed
looking.
now that these Christian Closet segments are in full bloom, I'm doing the least amount of fashion talk on the show?
You resist. You're like Enzo. Once the moment is there, you're just like, I don't know if I can. I feel bad about this,
I shouldn't be doing this,
but I was
I'm
naked
going to
in front
anyway.
of you previously.
Well, Corbin wins. We'll see what's going on next for him. But apparently, our Believe That segment has, I think, something to do with some up-and-coming talents like Baron Corbin is, like Kalisto. So, with that, now you're watching a show that is nothing but segments.
Yeah, shows don't have
We
segments.
have some structure, people. Yay!
Now we just need to think of something for Scott, and we're going to have 60 minutes of just our little rant things. Grab your helmets. It's time for Believe That.
Woo!
What do we got this week?
Well, I think you guys will be particularly interested in this particularly. Allegedly, according to the dirt sheets,
Oh, my favorite.
many Ring of Honor contracts are up at the end of the month, and apparently WWE is planning to raid the Ring of Honor's talent roster and bring many of them to NXT. They're offering a little pay increase from Ring of Honor, surprise, surprise. And we all know it has been widely reported that Steve Corino will be starting as a trainer at the Performance Center
Yep, good
after
for him.
his contract is up with Ring of Honor in January. So, do you all think Steve Corino and the WWE are bringing some Ring of Honor talent to NXT? Gentlemen, do you believe that?
I'll go first. Absolutely.
Yes.
Because it's not the first time they've done this.
Got you, Rosenberg.
It's not the. I mean, where did Rollins come from? Where did Owens come from? Where did Zayn come from? Where did CM Punk come from?
NXT,
Chicago.
NXT.
Right.
Canada.
They just started.
OVW.
They just started their training in NXT. Never stepped in a ring until then.
ECW.
That's what I heard.
The new ECW.
ECW.
That's where CM Punk started, bro.
Are there like specific guys from Ring of Honor that they mention?
Well, of course, there's always a lot of talk about the Young Bucks.
That didn't happen. They just
They
resigned.
just re-signed with Ring of Honor.
That,
So,
from what I read about this story, was they were trying to release people like Steve Corino so they could afford to keep people like the Young Bucks.
exactly.
Yeah. And that makes sense. And it also makes sense for them to go to NXT because right now, as much as we love NXT, now it's kind of like it's like plateaued at the moment. They got some really good guys.
They rated it for their own main roster, basically.
Right. And I mean, because Nakamura's got to go up soon. Joe's got to go up soon. Austin Aries is now involved with the cruiserweight division.
But his eye is messed up, so who knows how long he's out for.
Right, but he's
Wow.
going to sit on commentary in the meantime. So a lot of their top guys are due, and there's not a lot of the moment that will really elevate. Like, I love guys like No Way Jose, but he's not going to be a main eventer on NXT. You got Bobby Roode, who's going to be
What would
who's
what would
glorious.
happen when he comes up to the main roster then? Where's he going to go?
Adam Rose effect.
He might.
hope not,
He
but-
might, and I like No Way Jose a lot. I think he's an entertaining guy. But you bring in these guys that have the namesake also, like they did with Kevin Owens, like they did with Sami Zayn, like they did with Nakamura. And all of a sudden, it brings a spark back in because now, here are some more guys that we have never seen on NXT. Let's see how they feud with the NXT guys that they have in there and see who gets elevated and all that. So I 100% believe this one.
Yay. Gentlemen?
I believe it, but I don't want to believe it. Because I want everybody to have all these opportunities, get paid, but there's so many people already employed. There's so many people within the main rosters of WWE. NXT is overflowing. Roderick Strong is one of the newer acquisitions that's, he's huge. Like, he's the guy that's deserving of this, and then we have the Cruiserweight division as well. Like, there's just so many that if they just keep hiring more and more, there's always going to be those stories of, oh, that guy didn't get a chance. Oh, she didn't get a chance. I think that it should be the females should be scouted more heavily than the males. I think there's plenty of dudes that are in WWE and NXT.
And the Women of Honor are fantastic.
Yeah, there's still a lot of people that ODB is one that should be plucked. She's not gotten her due. There's just so many out there that need that chance to shine on the big stage.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it, but I kind of agree with Scott on this. Like, there's so many people at NXT now, like a Ty Dillinger and other people that are coming up where you're like, what are you gonna do with, like, Tyler Dillinger's been there for ever, yeah. Like, what are you gonna do with this guy? Like, are you finally gonna push him or get him on the main roster? Like, but also when he comes up, like, then what do you do with him on the main roster in the end? Like, I mean, the 10 is over. Like, if he is not number 10 in the Royal Rumble this year, I'm not gonna go another rant, but
we can only fit one rant per show.
You're so angry,
that's gonna make it
Tom.
mad too.
Yeah, the rant after the Rumble of Ty Dillinger is not number 10. It's gonna be insane.
We have created a monster. We have created a complete monster. I am sorry to those of you listening
But
at
no,
home.
I agree with you. I think it's good. I think maybe a couple people, but not like, I don't know, 30 people. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to Ring of Honor to get all those people taken away because they can still grow there and keep that company going. Like, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna buy Ring of Honor eventually? I don't know what they're gonna do with it.
I think they should do what they're doing with Evolve, where like wrestlers
Partnership.
that wrestle there still, and use it like the ECW invasion angle when Paul Heyman just showed up on Raw with the ECW guys. Like if Ring of Honor guys just start showing up on NXT and maybe jump the guardrail, and then it's like, oh, Ring of Honor is coming to battle NXT, and like, oh wait, they offered that guy from Ring of Honor a contract, and now he's signed with NXT. Now he's an insider kind of thing. Like that could be cool. But yeah, like to raid all that talent to then stick them in Florida and not on TV. Like look at Sami Callihan and like Roderick Strong. Like if Roderick Strong is going to be in NXT for the next year, taking Austin Aries' place while they bring other people up, like they have so many wrestlers and not enough shows to put them on, even with a 3-hour Raw and now the 205 Live. So, it's just too many guys.
We need another show.
I only get
That's the solution. More shows.
Listen, we don't have anything on Thursday night. We don't have anything on Friday night. Come on.
Shotgun Saturday Night needs to return.
Yeah.
But from bars, though, not shot before the show. Like from the dodgy bars.
Well, thank you for playing, gentlemen. These are all
Oh, go ahead.
this is all genuine input. You all convince me every time. I'm with y'all.
Well, I'm glad we were genuine, because you know what else was genuine? Nikki Bella's happy reaction to her good friend
Paige wasn't
Sophia
looking
Grace.
good. Paige was not looking okay. I don't know what's going on. Paige is not doing well, you guys. I don't know why you're laughing. I think it's serious. We've not seen her on TV. I don't watch Total Divas, but man, it's not good.
Did she get traded from Raw? Yes, I don't know.
I think so. I think her and Alberto Del Rio, it really affected her.
I didn't even put that together. Oh my God.
Yeah, who do you think that is?
Sophia Grace, some kid star.
Her real name? I don't deal with the real names. I deal with the character names. Christian Rosenberg.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get over that for a second. Explain to everybody who Sophia Grace really is.
Please, because I don't know who the hell this kid is.
She's a 3-time Divas champion.
She beat AJ Lee on her first night there.
We were there. We saw it happen.
That could be entirely accurate. It's not, but it could be. Sophia Grace first appeared on Ellen a few years ago. She and her sister or friend made a viral video of them lip syncing to Nicki Minaj, or like she like raps on Nicki Minaj videos. She's a viral YouTube star. She's been around for a while, but she went away for a long time, and now she popped back up with Nikki Bella. This is another cross promotion. You guys remember a few weeks ago they had that Nickelodeon kid on. This is classic AfterBuzz TV brand marriage.
I just want to make sure. So that kid that did that segment with The Miz way back when, he's on a show on Nickelodeon. Mm-hmm. You're telling me that this kid is famous for lip syncing?
She had her show. They've done some stuff with Nickelodeon. Like she was a big deal for a while, but it's been a long time.
God,
she's cute. God.
Listen, she's engaged to Del Rio.
I almost just cursed. But this girl will probably have her own show on the network long before any of the rest of us do anything notable.
It's probably called This Is My House.
Yes!
So, I at least wanted, okay, if they're gonna, I have no problem with cross-promotion stuff. But, even if it's someone I've never seen or heard of and probably never will again.
But you want her to be hot and old enough to Google?
I got no problem if it's a kid.
I thought Paige was like 21, 25.
I got no problem if it's a kid. You got to at least be like, Sophia's like, yeah, I'm glad you're doing okay after Natalia apparently attacked you. Or like, try to intertwine it. So it's not just promoting her thing, but be like, hey, so do you really think Natty did it? Just something so then she can respond. So you keep that going. Instead, this is worse than the Sonic ads.
Hey, you're taking his segment right now.
Yeah, you can't rage. I rage.
You can't not talk about
I rage every now and then. When Tom does it, we have to run.
But but I don't get the point of what was the show or whatever she was talking about where Lana's going to be there and all these, like, what was
there
that?
Was so Sophia Grace, I think, please don't quote me on this, I think she has a new like music video type thing where her YouTube videos, the viral thing that she does, that all those WWE ladies are in.
Oh, okay.
Is what I could gather. I'll get the full story and I'll let y'all know. Okay. But that's what I've gathered.
This hurt my eyes. Chad Gable versus Tyler Breeze
All right, we're moving on.
Yeah, yes, we are.
We're done with that.
We only got like 10 minutes left, and we still got 3 more
damn,
segments
yeah.
we gotta
Man,
do.
that could have been 10 minutes of page jokes.
Yeah, save them. Save them. Save them for social media.
All right.
Like this kid does with her talent, apparently.
Oh!
That's
was
what
worse
she's
than what I
known
said
for.
about Enzo.
That's what she's known for. Apparently, I don't know who this person is. Maybe because I'm an old, senile guy. I don't know.
There's a thing called the interweb.
What is that?
The interwebs.
They make moving video pictures.
You're,
sounds fun.
you're talking about the motion pictures.
He's got a light bright in front of him right now. He doesn't really understand what that is.
You're talking about the motion pictures. Okay.
right.
Good little match between Gable and Breeze. It was kind of short. Fandango tripped over a cable cord or camera cord.
Who could blame him,
I'm surprised that doesn't happen more.
right?
Really, when you think about it, because the cameras are all over the place.
Yeah, stuff everywhere.
How are they not wireless yet?
Because it's a lot of technical things.
No, actually,
I would think it's.
Thank you for that explanation, Tom the Calm.
Wireless video is very tricky. I work with it, so it's a pain in the ass sometimes.
If you lose a signal, it's devastating for live television, I would imagine. So it's like you hardwire that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
O'Connor roll into a German suplex by Gable, gets the win. I don't know if this means next week then we'll get Jordan versus Fandango, and they're going to have a short mini feud that American Alpha wins everything in. But, yeah. Alexa Bliss celebration. Huge pyro.
Woo!
Nice. Like, it was like her Royal Rumble pose.
Yeah, that was amazing, all that pyro.
Yeah, it went on for like a minute. Mm-hmm. And well deserved. And the crowd started going, you deserve it. And then all of a sudden, you hear a little hint of, let's go Becky. You deserve it. Let's go Becky. Ding dong, the witch is champ. And this little bitch, that's right, I said it because she said it. This little bitch now runs the whole women's division.
She does.
At least they took this word that I think is incredibly weighty, and I think it was a big moment for Becky to say it last week, and I think it's something that they're going to continue to come back to. At least in this segment, Alexa gave it weight and kind of said, okay, that meant something for Becky to say that, and she was acknowledging it. And I mean, if we got to drop those B-bombs, at least it wasn't for nothing.
So you like the fact that it's she owned it. It's like, you're gonna call me that? I'm gonna be that.
Yeah, because it is a big deal. Because it's not something that should be thrown around. And the fact that Alexa acknowledged that and kind of gave Becky some credo for having the lady balls, a Stephanie McMahon term, to use it. I guess if it's that big of a part of the storyline, then I can accept it.
Okay.
Cool.
I don't know. I'm happy Alexa won. I called it last week.
I don't care who's a B
Was I the only one who picked
I'm
Becky?
just happy about the outcome.
Or did you
think I
pick,
did too.
did you pick Becky too,
Yeah,
Scott?
I think I did too.
I like the sudden finish. And that's like the good thing with a tail match. All of a sudden, whoop, whoop, powerbomb done.
Yeah, dude.
Which was cool.
But I mean, I think Alexa is proving each week now, like, she's the best talker out of the women.
Alexa?
Yeah.
You think she's a better talker than Becky?
Oh, yeah, I think
I
so.
mean, because
Yeah.
I
mean,
love
it's
the
close,
program
but
with
yeah.
the two of them because they go back and forth with it. So Becky comes out, wants her rematch right now, and Alexa leaves. Because she doesn't have to defend it now.
Ciao, B.
That.
Girl, bye.
Girl, bye.
Yeah, thank you, Jimbo. Girl, bye.
No, we don't need girl bye anymore.
It's not being used.
Speaking of
That's
that,
okay.
can we talk about Naomi's tweet?
What was Naomi's tweet? I didn't see it.
See it, or Christy's pointing like, oh, I want
I
to
just, no, because I just saw it in a headline, but I'm trying not to read.
What was your
stuff
tweet?
on the show.
Psycho Sid.
What was your
removes
tweet,
his
Jimbo?
photos.
The
We're finding this out right now.
got nominated for some kind of award.
Who did?
At Total Divas.
Okay.
And everyone's in the picture except for her. So people were tweeting her like, hey, why aren't you in this picture? And she tweeted, I'm pretty much over all this BS and whatnot. Yeah, so she's pissed.
Is she hanging out with Cesaro, who wasn't on that billboard, and two Xavier Woods heads were?
And Kalisto, who's mad too. I'm gonna,
Why's
you
he
know
mad?
what? Sorry about being live on the air. I'm gonna go and read that story right now.
Yeah.
Why is Kalisto
Why
mad?
Just popped up
why
on
is
my
Kalisto
phone.
mad? What happened to him?
Oh, Kalisto was mad. You know how
wasn't
Cesaro
on
was
the
mad that he was
poster
on
in
the Swiss
Mexico.
poster. Yeah, Kalisto was mad that he wasn't on the poster for the December 3rd and 4th shows
Mexico?
in Mexico. Yeah.
Brock Lesnar was there, though.
There's no luchadors, like no masked wrestlers at all on this poster for Mexico.
Brock Lesnar, right? He's a luchador.
He's a luchador.
Yeah.
He eats them.
I think he wore a mask for his match.
Yeah.
He was ashamed, so he wore a mask.
He was El Lesnar.
Those famous
Los Conqueror.
Los Esner?
Los Esner.
With Al Heyman.
Main event, Ambrose versus Miz. Towards the end of the match, the ref is kind of got grazed a little bit. He didn't really get hit.
Yeah, come on.
But he was kind of looking at the Miz. Maurice hops up on the apron, trips Ambrose, so his private area falls on the turnbuckle. I don't know what better way to put it.
Private area?
His private area.
When is
We're
happened?
so PC. here.
Attitude Era is back! Yeah, come on. The chat roll is screaming for it.
PG's done.
Yeah.
Private area.
That's right.
Naked Enzo.
I'm a heel, so I'm going to
Mini
say
Page.
private area.
The B word flying.
His balls.
Too much.
Miz hit Dan O'Brien's running knee, but Ambrose kicked out. Then Ellsworth came out to argue with Maurice about interfering in the match. Ref and Ambrose are distracted by Ellsworth. And then Skull Crusher finale, and Miz pins Dean Ambrose to retain the Intercontinental Championship. And Ellsworth runs for his life as SmackDown goes
As
off the air.
expected.
So, are we gonna have a Royal Rumble match between Ambrose and Ellsworth?
No.
Is it gonna go that long?
No.
No, because Ellsworth has to be in some kind of a Royal Rumble situation with Chris Jericho.
No, he needs to be. Lesnar and Goldberg need to be 1 and 2, and Ellsworth needs to be 3.
No.
For them to literally rip him in half.
Too much, too fast.
Yeah.
Too much, too fast. Can't handle that. Can't handle that.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
this is all about it. WWE stars support Naomi after Total Diva snub.
You're reading Dirt
Nikki
Sheets live
Bella
on the air.
And Sophia Grace
Listen, we're
on
breaking
SmackDown
news here.
Follow. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, breaking news!
Yes, so this was for Naomi is upset she was left off the Total Divas graphic following the show's nomination for a 2016 Win Award in the Best Reality Series category. Naomi has been retweeting fan posts supporting her frustration, and WWE stars Sasha Banks and Summer Rae both supported Naomi on Twitter.
Oh, God, did they use a photo of Paige from tonight on that poster?
They
Wait,
did,
is Paige in the
and they said she's still wearing too much makeup.
Wait, is Paige in the picture,
Boom.
though? I want to know that.
Is Paige in the picture?
That would be crazy.
Yeah, from tonight, that's not a good
Do
advertisement.
you see the picture
It's
of
not
it?
looking good.
Does it pop up anywhere?
No.
So,
I'm glad the Miz won.
but this ain't the first. Yeah.
We're on the, yeah.
I mean, it's cool. I'm surprised. Now, Ambrose lost 2 big matches back to back. Now they're doing a whole thing because Ellsworth is screwing him over. But now Ambrose
you like that now, Dean?
Ambrose is falling. Stop the rage! Unless we're talking about that kid. But Ambrose is falling down the card.
He's not falling down
Well,
the card.
you lose your WWE title match.
Steve Austin pushed him down the card.
You lose your Intercontinental title match. Next week you lose to Apollo Crews.
Oh, I was gonna say he loses to Ziggler first.
He's
and
going to
then-
cut weight and go on.
To a 5-5.
Yeah.
Paige is not on this poster. It's Nikki, Bella, Brie Bella, Natty, Eva Marie, Alicia Fox, Maurice, Renee, and Lana.
Okay, so Foxy's not even on the cast this season, so yes, it should definitely be Naomi instead
But the
of her.
but the nomination
Jimbo.
but the nomination was for last season. Then it wouldn't be for this season because it hasn't aired yet.
No, it's
or
on
just
now.
started. Well, it's not airing now.
We're 3 episodes in,
Right.
but you're probably correct about that. Okay, yeah, no, you're right. Yeah.
So you
okay.
got to cut Alicia some slack.
Was
But
she on the
still,
season before, though?
Was Naomi on the
love
last season?
Foxy. No.
then there's really no argument with it then.
But isn't it
Okay.
screeners? Aren't they sending out the show for it to be nominated?
certainly
It's not
think
as
for
it
the
is
new- for the
live.
new
Like it's
season.
for
Yeah.
this. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, you guys, this is some hardcore breaking news, Total Divas related stuff. I
and
don't
we're
think
out of
it's gonna
time.
happen.
And we are out of time.
What?
It just makes me think of when Cameron was upset with things going on in WWE and tweeted about it, and she got released.
Naomi, this ain't the first time Naomi's gone on Twitter rants about it, though.
Jimbo, you're right, and that makes me nervous.
Yeah, I don't want her to get released.
I feel the glow.
I didn't really care that Cameron got released, so
All right.
So, girl, bye.
exactly.
Save a funkadactyl.
So it's,
Don't retweet.
we gotta wrap this show up. We can go on.
No, too
we
much
can,
fun.
We can go on. We can have so much fun with this and go on and listen to Tom rage for hours. But we got to keep the chat going on our YouTube page, or you can talk to us in various forms of social media. Scott Narver, how can people reach out to you?
You can reach out to me on social media at Curtain Jerks. You can listen to my comedy wrestling podcast, Curtain Jerks, available on iTunes and SoundCloud. And check out Fox Sports Presents Wrestling Compadre Slamcast. We've got great shows each and every week. And this past week, we had special guest Rockstar Spud. One of my favorites. You got to check that out.
Tom Connolly.
You can find me raging on Twitter and Instagram at Tom the Com.
We've created a monster. Christy.
Guys, we're going to get to the bottom of this Total Divas breaking news, and we're going to do it tonight on the AfterBuzz TV Total Divas After Show. Please tune in at 9 p.m. Pacific Time. I will see you there, and tomorrow on Xbox 12360, we will have the Grappler Len Denton and Zach Gowen. Please tune in.
Nice.
And you can follow me on Twitter at Rue Rosenberg, Instagram, the Rue Rosenberg. T-shirts, ProWrestlingTees.com/Christian Rosenberg. Follow Jimbo in the Booth on Twitter at Jimbo in the Booth. And for all your other AfterBuzz TV news and gossip, follow him on Twitter at AfterBuzz TV. Thanks so much for tuning in for Jimbo in the Booth, Scott Narver, Tom Connolly, and Christy Olson. I'm Christian Rosenberg. We will see you next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.